Good morning, everyone. This is Father Nate, missionary priest in Italy. Today is Wednesday, February 5th of 2025, and today we're celebrating the memorial of St. Agatha, Virgin and Martyr. Today's gospel is the gospel from the day. It comes to us from Mark's Gospel, chapter 6, verses 1 through 6. Jesus departed from there and came to his native place, accompanied by his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were astonished. They said, "Where did this man get all this? What kind of wisdom has been given him? What mighty deeds are wrought by his hands? Is he not the carpenter, the son of Mary, and the brother of James and Joseph and Judas and Simon? And are not his sisters here with us?" And they took offense at him. Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor, except at his native place, and among his own kin, and in his own house." So he was not able to perform any mighty deed there, apart from curing a few sick people by laying his hands on them. He was amazed at their lack of faith.
Today's readings give us a great deal to meditate on, especially regarding faith when things are difficult to understand. In the first reading, taken from the letter to the Hebrews, we're reminded that when God allows suffering or bad things to happen, it's out of love. God treats you as his sons, we heard. For what son is there whom his father does not discipline? At the time, all discipline seems a cause not for joy, but for pain. Yet later it brings the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who are trained by it. In other words, things that appear bad or difficult on the surface are always intended for our good, to help us become the saints that God wants us to be. Today's gospel echoes this theme. When Jesus returns to his native place, Mark tells us that many who heard him were astonished. Even more, they knew of his miracles and the great deeds that he had done. What mighty deeds are wrought by his hands, they say. Yet, that astonishment soon wears off. And, perhaps strangely, it turns into malice. They took offense at him, Mark writes. They took offense at him. The Greek word literally means to be scandalized at. And this scandal comes right after references to Jesus' humanity, his profession, his mother, and his relatives. In other words, these are people who can't see beyond the merely external, what appears to the eyes. Rather than look with the eyes of faith, they see only appearances. Now, Mark ends by telling us that Jesus was unable to perform any mighty deeds there, other than curing a few sick people. Now, curing a sick person is pretty mighty, and it makes us wonder what awesome and incredible things Jesus would have done there if the people had had faith. After all, these were his people, his relatives, his friends. He probably would have done great things if only they had had faith. This brings us to today and to our choice. What do we do? Do we really believe in Jesus Christ? Do we believe that in our weaknesses, our seeming powerlessness in the face of difficulties, God's power is made perfect? Or do we, like the people in Jesus' native place, get caught up only on what's visible? Do we refuse to join Christ all the way and hesitate at what he asks? Today, then, let's ask for the grace, through the intercession of Mary, Mother of Faith, to truly live out our faith, to trust in God despite the difficulties we encounter.
If you found this video fruitful, please feel free to share it with a friend or family member. Or if you would like to learn more about our missionary priests throughout the world and how to support them, please visit iveamerica.org. Thank you for watching, and God bless.